From the JW Marriott Resort Grande Lakes in Orlando, Florida, this is the 2021 presentation of the Bowerman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the past winners of the Bowerman. In 2011, he became just the fourth man in the same year to win NCAA titles in the 100 meters and long jump. Welcome back, Florida State's Ngoni Makusha. In 2013, she set collegiate records in both the indoor 60 hurdles and outdoor 100 hurdles, sweeping national titles in both events. Welcome back, Clemson's Brianna Rollins McNeil. In 2014, capping an undefeated season, he swept indoor and outdoor titles in the 400 and anchored the Aggies to an outdoor 4x4 title. From Texas A&M University, Dion Lindor. Only he and Jesse Owens has won the 100 meters, 200 meters, and long jump of the same national outdoor championships. 2016 winner from the University of Arkansas, Jarian Lawson. In 2017, she set the collegiate record in the 800 outdoors and anchored a collegiate record 4x4 that secured the team triple crown for the women of Oregon. Welcome back, Raven Rogers. In 2018, along with winning the national outdoor long jump title, she took indoor and outdoor triple jump titles, setting collegiate records in both. From the University of Georgia, Keturah Orji. In 2019, he captured 4 national titles in addition to breaking collegiate records in the 60 hurdles, 110 hurdles, and the 4x100 relay. From the University of Florida, Grant Holloway. Another round of applause for the past winners of the Bowerman.
Patience is a virtue shown by the entire track and field community. After countless cancellations, waiting, and more waiting, these young men and women found a way. A way to persevere, a way to perform, a way to entertain, a way to showcase their talents and tenacity. Soaring to new heights, running through milestones, breaking records, and breathing life back into a sport.
After a 2-year wait, it's finally time to celebrate.
Celebrate these 6 outstanding athletes.
Celebrate their achievements.
Celebrate this moment.
And celebrate the crowning of the Bowerman.
We're back!
This is the Bowerman 2021.
This
is the Bowerman 2021.
Please welcome tonight's finalists. She swept NCAA indoor and outdoor long jump titles and set the collegiate records for the event, both indoor and outdoor. From the University of Texas, Tyra Davis.
Tyra Davis, we talked about this on the red carpet, but you're known for the hat, for the boots.
Yes.
You're in Texas, you go to the University of Texas, but where did that come from, the hat and the boots?
It actually came from one of my teammates, Trip Pippery. Shout out to the throws coach over there. He liked to bring his cowboy hat to the competitions, and I thought that was a great idea. When I graduated, my grandpa got me a pair of boots, and I decided to wear them to the competition.
And you've been winning ever since.
Yes.
And now you're here.
Yes.
Congrats on being here. Tyra Davis, everybody.
Thank you.
She was the highest scoring athlete at the NCAA indoor and outdoor championships, tallying 50 points, and set a collegiate record in the pentathlon to win the NCAA title. From Texas A&M University, Tyra Gittens.
Okay, first of all, something you guys, everybody in here needs to know about Tyra Gittens. She's known for her energy.
What?
She told me today at the luncheon that she actually has more adrenaline midway through the heptathlon than she does at the start, which blows my mind. Now you've got a whole fan section in here, the Gittens family.
Me see.
Where's your adrenaline level tonight?
It's on 10, but I've been really trying to keep my, I'm trying to be classy tonight, so.
Well, you look great. You look great. Congrats on being here.
Thank you.
Tyra Gittens, everybody.
She smashed the indoor and outdoor collegiate records in the 800 meters and added blazing anchors to record-setting 4x4s. From Texas A&M University, Athing Mu.
Okay, you're a fierce competitor.
Yeah.
I think you also might be the only gold medalist that I've ever heard of who has Disney movie songs on your pre-race playlist. Where did that come from? How does that get you pumped up to go win a gold medal?
I think it's the lyrics. Like you listen to it, and I think when you're listening to a song that actually you understand for yourself, you know, just personal experience and things like that, it just turns into a whole nother experience. And so that's why I like Lemonade Mouth, to be exact.
Yeah. So I need to try that before I go out on a run.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, all right. Athing Mu, everybody.
He became the first in history to sweep the high jump and long jump at both NCAA indoor and outdoor championships. From Louisiana State University, JuVaughn Harrison.
All right, so if you were watching the screen just then, can you do it again real quick? Open the jacket up. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So JuVaughn Harrison is known for his drip. And why don't you tell us a little bit about how you're trying to share that swag with Coach?
Man, Coach Ty, you know, he's Coach Ty, man. You know, I try to drip him out by giving him a chain or something so he looks a little, you know, drippy, as y'all would say.
Right. And does he wear it?
I mean, he wears it whenever I ask him to.
Okay. Well, that's good. Good coach-athlete relationship.
Yes, sir.
All right, congratulations on being here.
Thank you.
JuVaughn Harrison, everybody.
He became just the third man in history to win NCAA Division I titles in the mile and 3 South indoors while adding the 1,500-meter crown outdoors. From the University of Oregon, Cole Hocker.
All right, so something that Cole and I have been talking about, you just saw him kind of with the flow. You've become known for that. What's the story behind the hair?
Well, I wish I had a better story, but I was really just tired of getting bad haircuts.
So you just decided to let it grow out?
I'm kind of just stuck with it at the moment.
Yes, you are, because it's become part of your persona.
Yeah, I guess so.
and now you're, one of the most famous athletes ever out of Indiana.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Cole Hocker, everybody.
He became just the third man in history to sweep NCAA Division I indoor and outdoor shot put titles and discus titles in the same year. From Arizona State University, Turner, Washington.
All right, Turner, you're like the biggest dude here. Surely walking around Arizona State, people mistake you for a football player.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your response to them?
I just wanted to pick a sport with more of a challenge, That's
Whoa! Turner, Washington, everybody. All right, one more round of applause for our finalists. My name is Matt Schumacker. I am the co-host for this event. This is my second time being at the Bowerman. Pumped to be back, especially after last year was canceled. And it is my pleasure to now welcome back a veteran of the Bowerman Awards, our main host, John Anderson.
I gotta. Look at you. I've told you this before. If you encourage me, I just talk longer. Be careful. I got to come up with some sort of a walk-on music. And thing, I can't do the gritty. I'd trip. I don't. Maybe that's just it. We can't let Anderson walk that far. He'll fall down. I say this with the most sincerity of anything I've ever said. Man, am I glad to see you guys. Every single one of you. That's fantastic. Matt, where'd Matt go? Thank you for that introduction. Fantastic. Look forward to your interviews with the coaches. Welcome, everyone, to the 2021 Bowerman Award presentation. I am John Anderson, and if I could just borrow from Grant Holloway and Coach Mike Holloway, I am a hell of a host if you just listen to me. It's been so long, I feel like we're in church and we should all get up and pass the peace. Stand up, exchange hellos and hugs and fellowship, but I'm not sure we're quite there yet, so we'll hold off. It is truly remarkable to be back in this room tonight with all the coaches, the number of past winners that we have here, our 6 phenomenal finalists, their friends, their family. In short, you are the best group of people I know. As you may recall, I thought I was done with this gig back in 2018, but as it turns out, I also got a COVID year, so I get to come back. Chalk that up to one more dumb thing you have to deal with because of the virus. But here we all are again, and honestly, it is a hell of a thing. Do you get that a lot? A thing? A hell of a thing? It's a beautiful thing. Sure, a thing called love. See, it's not just your coaches and teammates that love you. You are a headline writer's dream. But I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. So now I'm going to pick on Turner, Washington. So you know when Maggie Ewan shows up, you have to give her seat back, right? Okay. All right. I will now lay off the kids, and I will pick on the adults, Sam Seams. The adults. Sam, right, he calls me, gauge my interest in maybe hosting again. Starts talking about track and how much we're back and it's great. And he talks about the financial changes and college sports, the name, image, and likeness. I'm like, Sam, what on earth does that have to do with the Bowerman? He's like, I just want to make sure you're okay getting paid nil. So whether it's track or comedy, that's what we call a running gag that we have right there. But Sam, an unbelievable job by you to get this thing back together, get everybody here, have the convention again. You should be applauded. Thank you so much. I am a little sore that you gave the 400-meter symposium to Lonnie Green of Kentucky. Like you gave him an hour, right? I could do that in 10 words. Run 200, rest, run 200 more readers. Done, not that hard. But the truth is, Sam, literally no amount of no money could have kept me from here tonight. After 2 years of this just awful pandemic, this ceremony, the Bowerman, like this represents something that is good. I want to be here to celebrate the best college athletes in the sport, also the sport itself, and the role all of you coaches that you played in keeping this whole thing, if you can pardon the pun, on track. Everybody here deserves an award or some sort of commendation, some recognition for fighting through lost seasons and your lost championships, for figuring out how to keep athletes training and focused for a meet that we didn't know when or if it was ever going to come, for all the testing and the talking and the tissues and the testing and the talking and the tissues and the empathy and the understanding that it took to hold things together. And while the first prominent casualty of COVID-19 was there in Albuquerque with that NCAA indoor meet, the virus didn't spare any team or any conference or any division. D1, D2, D3, NAIA, JUCOs. There was no starter pistol, no stopwatch, no finish line for anyone there. How you all managed to cope and improvise, to plan and to replan, and to placate and persevere, that to me is success and a triumph greater than any championship you'll ever win. Dealing with budget cuts, or in exceptional cases, complete program cuts, that you refused to take that you fought back, that you flourished, is a lesson in resourcefulness, in resiliency, or as my dad might say, just good plain old stubbornness. I have always had the highest admiration for coaches and athletes in this sport, but that has increased tenfold since March of 2020. So usually I like to have the parents and the loved ones of our finalists stand up, be recognized for all they've done that contributes to the success of you people in the front row here. But I think right now everybody in this damn room should stand up and give themselves a round of applause for what they did to keep this sport on track. And as you guys take a seat, I'm going to put, and now I'd like to have the parents and the loved ones of the finalists stand and be recognized for all they've done to contribute to the success of the stars in the front row. Where are the parents? There you go. You guys are awesome. I mean, when you finally were turned loose to compete, you were fierce, but you were also fantastic. I started to count the records and the championships that you guys compiled, and I finally stopped because I thought, this is just going to be a foolish number. I mean, what do I even be doing? I wrote my Christmas brag letter, like 90% of it was about U6. My own kids aren't even in the thing. And that you did it mostly alone in empty arenas and stadiums with limited spectators is amazing. Although I will say I was at the SEC championship and like 43% of the people were related to Tyra. Maybe like 58, but it's good. You had shirts, so we knew who you were, right where to find. It was great. You are literally the most accomplished class of Bowerman finalists ever in the history of this award, which is sort of a big deal because we're talking about 60 athletes, all but a handful of whom made a world championship or an Olympic team. And we're not talking about a bunch of parade marchers. By the way, I love the suit. It's too bad you didn't get to wear that in the parade. Grant, seriously, that's great. We should stand up and look at that. And I know a lot of you have that. That's what it looked like. That's what we should have seen in Tokyo. But we're talking about 23 Olympic medals. 23 medalists, 31 medals. 15 of those are gold. 47 World Championship medals. 23 of those were followed by a national anthem. The medal that hangs around your neck right now puts you in spectacularly exclusive company. You should be really proud of this. As for each of you individually, Tyra, I barely recognize you without KT tape. Right? Tara, you'll find out I am way nicer than Ellen. Totally. This is on YouTube, though, so we could help some viewers. If you could just kind of whatever, that would be great. Athing, listen, you're making Trenton more famous than Washington crossing the Delaware. JuVaughn, honestly, I had to go to 4 of your meets before I saw you miss. Think about that. The guy did, yeah, it was crazy. Cole, I feel like I'm the tortoise and you're the hare. Promise me you didn't vote for Kanye. And Turner, thanks to you, we're only Mike Bunchich short of having a full 1992 Discus U.S. squad right here between your coach and your dad. I don't know how we didn't invite that guy. You guys are special. Sometimes you refuse to acknowledge that. I appreciate the humility, but you are. You are a special class. But for the purposes of the Bowerman, you are only college special. All the gaudy Olympic trial performances, the Tokyo running and jumping nonsense does not affect the Bowerman ballot. Even though literally like 60 seconds ago I was talking about all the Bower bragging medals and Olympic things that we did. That doesn't count. We like to think college here, not countries. Even though it's funny, when I watch the races at the Olympics, I find that the nations and the borders tend to just melt away. I find myself rooting for relationships and these athletes that I identify with. So that goes for everybody here in the front row or past winners. Like I watch Dion run and I'm like, go you. And then I go, I guess that's black and red. It doesn't matter. Whether it's Mondo Duplantis, whether we had flag bearers, Joseph Fambule or Shafiqua Maloney, all of a sudden you're just like, these are just great NCAA kids, and I'm glad that we all get to know them and watch them perform. College track is global in the best ways. And I am going to close then with a quick Olympic story that I think really encapsulates the spirit of the award, of the athletes, and everybody involved, and it comes from one of the most decorated Bowerman winners ever in Ashton Eaton. And so I am sitting in the Olympic Stadium, I'm broadcasting day one of the Maltese for the World Feed, and all of a sudden I get a text and it's Ashton Eaton. And he's just sending me facts and things like who's limping and who looks good and who looks on and who looks off and what to look for. And it's really insightful and it's valuable material, right? And it's my fellow announcers are like, wait, so Ashton Eaton is just texting you? And I'm like, he is. And like Lyndon Victor would be too, but he's running around right there, so he's too busy. But I'm all puffed up with these guys, right? I'm like, yeah, Ashton Eaton. So the day is ending, and I'm thinking I'm going to get one more astute global communication on what to expect on day 2. That this 2-time Olympic champion, the former world record holder, is going to give me something that's going to be great. And he texts me, I'm going to read it word for word. Wait, there's a beer mile? I love this sport. I love the athletes. I love all of you. We're going to have a great night. It is the Bowerman, and our first finalist is Tyra Davis.
These boots were made for jumping, and that's just what Tyra Davis did. Standing on the runway, this Texas Longhorn was a record waiting to happen. College indoor record? That happened when she hit the pit and won the NCAA Indoor Championships. College outdoor record? That happened at home at the Texas Relays, where she nearly jumped right off the 40 acres, becoming the first collegiate woman to break the 23-foot mark, erasing the Jackie Joyner standard that had been on the books for 36 years. There was jumping, followed by jumping for joy. Then to cap the season, another notable leap, showing some Texas fight as she came from behind to capture the outdoor national title. A tip of the hat to Bowerman finalist, Tyra Davis.
You. It's you.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I love the hat.
Thank you.
You said you didn't have any hats when you left Georgia. Now you got like a collection of hats.
Yeah, I do.
What besides white, what else do we have?
We have black. We have another white. We have black with an American flag wrapped around it.
Lovely, sure.
You know,
love
USA.
that.
And then I have a pink hat.
And the pink one, that's just special when we come out.
Yes.
Very good. Boy, I tell you what, there were a lot of records, there were a lot of wins. Where is the season highlight for you?
Honestly, that 23.5. Not many people know, but the back half of my season, I was super depressed and I wasn't myself, and that 23.5 really changed a lot for me, and it put a lot in perspective, and it showed that if I put all of my hard work into something, that it's gonna pay off.
So if you can share, what was going on? What was the difficulty?
I had injuries after injuries, and then my mental health just wasn't great. I wanted to be someone I wasn't, and it wasn't working, and I don't know, I fell into a deep hole, and it took a lot for me to come out of that, and Coach Flo was there, and my parents and my fiance were there, and they saved me pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the adversity we don't see, right? We just think, oh, if it's so often, if we can tape it up, it's easier to see to go through that. Is there a message there for people that go through some of these things?
Yeah, I've been preaching this saying, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and you just got to get there. You just got to keep pushing, and I promise there's a light. I promise.
Do you have to explain to your friends how far 7 meters is?
I do. I have to walk out. Like, I have to look. I'm like, okay, you see the squares?
Right.
Those are a foot. Now walk out 23 of those, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
You jump from there to there? I'm like, yeah. I don't know how, I just do.
Sure.
Just happens.
You can't be overthinking these things. There's never any way. You compete, though, with sort of a joy and an enthusiasm when we see you. Where does that come from?
That's just me. That's just who I am.
Like, are you that way going through Chipotle? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, I want the rice and the white chicken, and I'm like, oh my God, there's like freaking guacamole. Add it. Oh, it's extra. It's okay. It's fine. That's me.
Here you go. Order 24, pickup, lady in the white hat. You touched on it, but what Coach Flo has meant to the success you've had?
Oh, everything. He got me probably when I was at my lowest of lows, and I don't know who would have picked that up. This man, this special man, I kid you not, he is unbelievable, and his heart is so big, and I couldn't thank him enough, and I kid you not, he saved me, and he got my career where I dreamed of it.
Wow. I think we should hear what he has to say about you, don't you? Matt?
Thanks, God. Coach, I want to go back to something that Tara just touched on, which is all the injuries. I had to bring my phone up here because she had a rap sheet full of injuries. I mean, broken foot, 2 broken vertebrae, broken hip, competed once between August 2018 and December 2020. What, when you look back on that period, stands out to you about how she overcame all that and then was able to achieve what she did?
I think what's most important here is that people understate the importance of mental health and being able to overcome that. I mean, we as coaches focus on performance, but it's much bigger than that. It's just much bigger than the athletes themselves. And your job as a coach is more like a parent, a mentor, just trying to get them from one step to another. And I think the thing that's most impressive about Tara is that there was days you want to give up, but once I can kind of convince her what was ahead of her was far greater than what was behind her, she bought into that and committed to that and accomplished these great things. So I'm just glad to be along for the ride, and I just applaud her because I didn't jump anything. I just sat there and was cheerleading. I had pom-poms on, and some days they had to have a whip on, but she did all the work. She, it's like, yeah, does a coach help? Yes, but in the end, Tyra Davis did all that it took to get to this point.
There's a saying, the bigger the hat, the bigger the personality. What about Tara's personality do you love the most?
Most of the time in the competition, I try to get the heck out of the stadium before the show begins, because I have no idea what she's going to do. But I've learned that I need to get my stuff out of the way and allow her to be herself. Sometimes I think I try to change athletes, try to get them to be more serious, more focused. But for Tara, I had to sort of step back and understand that my role is just to allow her to be her and encourage her to be her in a way that the world can understand and accept her. So I'm just thankful and grateful that I was part of the ride.
Well, you've done a heck of a job. Congrats, Coach. John?
So that's what Coach has to say about you. We also have another person that's interested in your career, special guest that would like to say hey.
I'm Jackie Jordan Kersey giving a shout out to the one and only Tyra Davis, the most exciting, incredible, amazing long jumper, take after my own heart, and she broke my collegiate record. Tyra, you are the best. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that beautiful spirit, that laugh, and keep bringing everyone into your world. Congratulations. All the best from Jackie Jordan Kersey.
That was so sweet.
How's that on the cool meter, right? Like that's
I have
way...
chills and I'm crying, but it's fine.
That's fine.
That was so cool and that was so sweet. Thanks, guys.
I know, she's fantastic, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like this JJK, that's how I like to refer to her. All right, so after we do this, now I've introduced this just mostly to terrify kids. Just a speed round, just some nonsensical questions we'd love you to ask and give an insight about who you are, okay?
Okay.
All right, first, who's this boy?
Oh, my fiance?
Yeah.
Hunter Woodhull.
Okay. Where are you registered?
Arkansas.
Not at Bed Bath & Beyond? Not at...
Oh,
Where are
no.
you registered?
Oh, okay. Well, Bed Bath & Beyond, and we're working on Target.
Okay, good. Candlesticks are always nice.
Nice, yes.
Give me the name of Ellen's DJ.
Oh, DJ Twitch.
DJ Twitch. Good. Thanks for helping.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
that. Last time you were nervous.
Now.
Really?
Yes.
Doesn't show. Movie I should go see.
What's Eternal? Eternal.
Good. Plug Disney. Love it. The Texas campus, the 40 acres.
Yes.
How big is the actual campus?
40 acres.
No, it's not. How big? It's
40 acres.
It's 431 acres.
Oh.
431 acres. Yeah. What was the last text you sent?
Where are you?
Was that for Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always good to be the hunter, not the hunted. Okay, I'm going to let you go on this.
Okay.
Give me the strangest random fact about Tyra Davis.
Strangest random fact. Strangest random fact. Strangest random fact. I do not like be woken up.
That's
I
it.
have to wake up myself. If you wake me up, it's a bad day for you.
Tyra Davis, everybody. Our next finalist is Tyra Gittens.
Thank you.
Volume and victories. Nobody competed more often or better than Texas A&M's Tyra Gittens. The hardest working athlete in all of track and field. At the Indoor National Championships, she set a meet and collegiate record in the pentathlon. Won the high jump, finished third in the long jump. 26 points, a total that would have placed her 8th in the team standings, and 24 more points at nationals. First in the heptathlon, second in the long jump, third in the high jump. Talent on full display and with a joy and expressiveness to go along with it. Trinidad and Tobago, Tennessee, and Texas A&M too. Tyra Gittens is a Bowerman finalist.
I got $1,000 if you do that backflip right now in those heels and that dress.
Listen, don't tempt me because I would do it. I might look. You see my family telling you not to. I would do it.
All right. Did you like the Jackie Joyner Kersey thing?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Do you think we have something for you?
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. We'll just drop our voice and see what comes up on the screens.
Tyra, how are you?
Oh.
It's Mama T. I wish I was there with you and the rest of the track and field honorees tonight. I hear you look up to me. What have I always told you? It's only one person to look up to, and you always want to be better than me. The world needs better. You're a very special person, Tyra. So stay humble, stay hungry, and remember you can do all things.
For those that don't know, tell us who that person is and why she means so much to you.
That is Miss Tyra Harrison.
She was an assistant coach at A&M for us, but she is a phenomenal heptathlete, triple jumper, all of the above. She actually competed with Jackie Joyner growing up, well, in college, but she understood the multi-life and all that it takes, and she was able to help guide me through all the emotions and the pain, and also doing open events, and she was my rock during my season that I had last year, and yeah, she means the world to me.
Let's talk about the season you had last year. It was really busy. Why so much? You could be just as famous doing one event.
So, I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy, and one event, ask my coach, after one event, I'm like, that's it? Like, what's next? I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy pushing myself in ways that, a lot of people don't. And it's a rush that I get. I love to get better. I love the sport. I love my events. I am extremely passionate about it. And like the heptathlon itself, it's like, or the multis in general, it's like the ultimate athlete, and it's so amazing to me. I look up to like all of the multis growing up, the decathletes, heptathletes, like it's just amazing what all of them have done, and that's something that I kind of wanted to pursue. I wanted to be the ultimate athlete, and just getting a glimpse of it in college, it takes a lot. Like Nafi Thompson, Catalina Johnson Thompson, it's just amazing what those women do, and I just kind of follow in their footsteps.
So we're lucky that we're going to get to see you do it all again this year. How'd you come to the decision that A&M was the right place to compete another year?
I'm an Aggie for life, let's just say that.
Right, but we do run out of eligibility, even if you're an Aggie for life.
Yes, but we have an amazing network. My fiance, he graduated from A&M, and he, like, just seeing how it works with him. And, I'm Dion. Hey, Dion. Well, no, just seeing how the network works. The Aggie network is insane. I know everyone's like, oh, it's great, but no, it's insane. You will find another Aggie in another country, and they're like, yeah, come on to your house. Well, not with the accent, but, but no, but it's amazing, and so, yeah.
Okay, that's a reasonable response to go back. Who didn't want to hang around College Station longer when you come through this thing? Amid the energy and competing, like you wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. What's fun about it?
Okay. It is, for me, whenever I compete, especially in the hep, it is like it's my stage. I love theater, I love the arts, and so this is how I express myself, because you're not just doing one event. Each event for me is a different, not personality, but it's a different energy. And anytime I get up on, anytime I get to the starting line for hurdles, or anytime I get up on my mark for high jump or shot put, anything, it's different techniques, it's different mentality, it's different amounts of energy that I'm about to put in, and I think it's so cool. And the multi is not well known. I know I've had to explain to people what it is, and so and it's 2 days. 2 days of pain, and not everyone wants to sit down and watch that, but I want to, because of my passion for it, because of my passion for it, I kind of want to show everyone that what we do is, we do it because we love it, and and I guess that's what I want to portray whenever I compete, and so that is why I have so much fun doing it.
So I have to ask this question real quick, because they're out here. I thought I heard your family, I guess, over here. And they all showed up for the meet in college. Just the support you get from them, and the strength that comes from that family, how they help you.
My family, they are amazing. My parents, there's a lot of us, if you haven't noticed. My parents brought us all up from Trinidad to the US, and the amount of work that they had to do to make sure that we all have this success that we all have, and it's amazing. And my parents, they saw in every single one of us, but because I'm up here, because I'm up
When
here.
it's their night, they can talk.
Yeah,
But
when
you
it's
get
their
to
night,
talk
they
now.
can talk. But all the meets that they brought me to, and they made me understand the hard work that puts into it, because I had to raise money to go to the meets that I want. Those AAU meets, I did fundraisers. My mom wanted to show me the value of that. And yes, we did cupcake. We baked cupcakes. Yeah, and it's like, and that I was a part of that. You know, it wasn't like my parents just did. Like, I was a part of that upbringing. And so whenever I get to compete and they're watching, it's more than just competing. It's a thank you to my family, because my family, they have been there for me since, and my fiance. Woo! But no,
a lot of plugs for the fiancés tonight. Good for them. What do you suppose Coach is going to say over here?
Well, he's had a hard time, you know. He's had me when I was a freshman to now. He could say a lot of things, but
I'm anxious to hear what this will be.
My question to you, Coach, is obviously Tyra's family, very strong presence. I'm guessing you not only had to recruit Tyra, but maybe just her family a little bit too, when you wanted to bring her to Texas A&M.
You know, when I got Tyra, I got the whole package.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful gift it was. I think the first day I took the job at A&M, I got a call from Mr. Sterling Gittens. And he said, so what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for my baby? And I said, we're going to take care of the best we can. And she was in the right place at the right time and just had an amazing year.
Well, her freshman year, I was reading something. Tyra said that she cried almost every running workout, or any workout that was hard for that matter. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So at that point in time, were you kind of wondering, oh, man, what did I get myself into?
Man, those days I felt like I should have gotten the Bowerman for
Yeah.
Yeah, it was keeping your arms wrapped around Tyra is a full-time job. But it's been an amazing experience, and she is an incredible athlete, and I'm just lucky to be a part of her experience.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you.
Okay, before we get into the speed round, I want to know, first off, what are these bozos at World Athletics thinking? That you went to the Olympics in the long jump, congratulations, but why weren't we running the HEP there? I know it's hard, but people have that question, right? Like, you should be there. This isn't, you're not
Well, from my understanding, it was because of where I did the meet. SEC's was not a very high-ranked meet, and so the athletes who did it, I guess, as a professional or at a more higher scored meet, they were able to go above me because of where I did my meet.
I've never been to Goatsitz, but I'd rather be in College Station than that, Austria or whatever they have that meet. All right, let's go quick. Give me the capital of Tennessee.
Nashville.
Give me the capital of Texas.
Dallas. Oh, Austin. Who's Austin? Austin.
Give me the capital of Trinidad and Tobago.
Port of Spain.
There you go. Teammate you text the most?
Ali Andres.
How come?
She's one of my bridesmaids. She's my best friend.
That's you got to have a person. She's your person.
She's watching my dog.
What kind of dog?
Bear, my eldest. He'll be 3. He's a German Shepherd.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Do you live in a nice neighborhood that you need a German Shepherd?
No, my fiance, his side hobby is dog training, and he loves dog sports, training police dogs, military dogs, and so that's why.
Good. Pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Depends.
Depends. All
Depends.
right. Yes.
I don't mind it.
If you had the power of invisibility, how would you use it?
I don't know. You know, I mean, sometimes when I'm feeling cute, I want to be seen. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Sure.
Actually, I really don't know. Probably now, I don't know, when I was younger, to see what I got for Christmas.
Okay. I like that. This is really important. You should be graduating today. Why are you here?
Because it's the Bowerman.
Because the other thing just shows up in the mail anyway, right?
I'm about to say, yeah, and
They
I'll
mail
be in
it?
a room of people who I probably have never met, and I'd rather be here with everyone.
Favorite song by a family member?
Oh my God. Lizzie, help me. Nikki, help me. My brothers, they're amazing musicians, and so is my dad, but I can't think of one. I like Paid For.
What is it again?
Paid For.
Paid For.
Yes.
Okay. And this last one, I just want to see, you don't even have to really talk. Show me the wedding proposal face again that you said when he did. That was fantastic. Before I let you go, I need one question I should ask Athing Mu.
What does she do in her free time?
What does she do in her free time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go, and now we're gonna see the video on Athing.
Okay.
Okay. What do you do with your free time? Tyra Gittens.
One magnificent season that will forever leave us wanting Mo. Mo records, Mo wins, Mo smiles. Athing Mu, a generational talent and still a teenager. 600 meters, 800 meters indoors, collegiate record.
The freshman from Texas A&M obliterates the collegiate record.
400 meters, 800 meters outdoors, collegiate record.
Athing Mu adds another click on the resume.
Anchoring the Aggies 4x4 relay team, collegiate records, indoors and out. That's 6 CRs. In the A&M record book, the count is 8, as in 800 University. A true freshman who was truly remarkable. Bowerman finalist, Athing Mu.
I thought when we cut that, we had the 800U thing. We were going to hear you talk about, well, you guys just talk about nonsense. You know, you guys are silly.
Yeah.
It's quite a group that you're there with.
Mhm.
Okay, Tyra wanted me to ask you, what do you do in your free time?
Watch Netflix, sleep, most importantly.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, I clean after the dogs like 18 times a day, but that's really it.
Right, so she's got a German Shepherd. You have dogs.
Yeah.
What kind?
One German Shepherd, one pug.
Who's watching them?
They're at a dog sitter right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not having her fiance train the dog? We
They'll
should. I'm
be-
just
they'll be
saying there's
heading
potential there.
soon. They'll be heading there soon.
Okay. Listen, congratulations on what was a memorable season. My goodness. What was the highlight of it for you collegiately?
Yeah. Oh, collegiately. I think it was the 4x4 because it wasn't just about me. It was about the whole group as, you know, the group as a whole. We kind of shifted through like not only who was competing in the race, but like just what we were doing overall and how we were gonna, you know, compete as a group. And so breaking the collegiate record outdoor was like insane. I mean, I was running as the anchor and I didn't really think about, you know, breaking the collegiate record. I was just like, okay, let me just finish this race and we'll see how it goes. We'll see the results and things like that. But knowing that we broke the collegiate record was like, it was that moment.
One of the gifts that you and all the finalists have is that you make these sensational performances look easy. There's a gift to it. When is it hard for you?
I think it's for me personally the rounds that kind of, I don't want to say gets to me, but you're running the same thing about three times, you know, when it comes to like U.S. trials or whatever you're doing. I know collegiately you only do two races, but just things like that. It's like, okay, you feel like, for me, you feel like you don't really need to be in that position because it's like, okay, I'm gonna get through the next round, so why am I doing this right here?
Right.
I mean, like, yeah, just truthfully, that's it. That's how it is. That's literally how it is. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm doing the semi, but why am I really doing it?
What am I doing in the peloton with these people?
We're just going through this long process rather than just like running the first round and then running the final round and things like that. So I think it's just mentally, just like keeping yourself inside the game and make sure you're set and you're ready to go when it comes to whatever round you're doing. You know, when it comes to like U.S. trials, you got to be ready first round, the semis, and you have to be ready in the finals as well. So just keeping yourself in the game, making sure you know what you're doing, staying humble and ready to go at all times.
After I see you compete and you win, you are all smiles and you act every bit you're 19 or 20 years old, and it's giddy and it's joyful. But when you run, I look and I'm like, that gal means business. So how do you focus yourself up for whether it's those rounds or those finals or whatever it is?
I think the only thing that I've like actually thought about is just make sure I basically run for my life the last 100 meters.
Right.
So if I'm running the 800, I'm just making sure that I give it my all the last 100. Just put myself in a good position in whatever race I'm doing, so I don't have to worry about, trying to fight for the line at the last, 10 or 5 meters. Rather just put myself in a good position and get through the line. So we have ourselves set and ready to go.
The 400 is fun because
it's shorter.
Good.
That's all.
It's awful because
it's fast.
Okay. How about the 800? We like that because
it's longer.
So we like it longer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously we know why it's awful because it's
fast.
It's fast. I'm not sure I follow, but that's okay. So you say you can see yourself in a position where someday we're going to go to a major championship. We're going to try to do both.
Oh yeah.
That seems ambitious.
I mean, I feel like track and field is changing for me, especially our generation. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, you have in your mind, and it's gonna happen. It's not one of those type of things where it's like, oh, that sounds insane. I cannot do it. Like, you can say like, wow, this is a world record. Let's get it done. So that's how I feel. I'm like, okay, I'm running the 800 meters. This is something that someone has done a couple years ago, but it seems insane, but it's going to be even more insane when you accomplish it. So that's how I'm feeling about things,
For all that happened, it wasn't a perfect season.
No.
How did the runner-up finish at NCAA Indoor in the 400 impact the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it was, just being humble. I'm not saying I like completely stopped doing that after that race, but I think just, when you're on a pace that's just like repetitive, you're doing the same thing in all the races you do and in all the competitions that you're in, it's like sometimes I feel like you have the chance of falling off, I guess I would say.
Right.
You're just so used to one thing and you're not ready for that next thing that happens to you, or that can happen, I would say. And so I think after that race, I'm like, okay, I know what I have to do. I know how I have to be as well. And I just know what I have to do moving on forward, I know I've been doing a lot of competitions and I've been hitting this and hitting that, doing these records, doing that record, but, everything's a surprise. You're not prepared for anything that happens in your life. So just after that race, I was ready to go. I was ready for everything. I was ready for the wins and losses. I was just ready to be the best, honestly.
Quick question before we throw it over to the coach, is just about confidence, because all of a sudden you're like, well, I know I'm one of the best high school athletes, and now you get into college and you're like, okay, wow, after a few, like, I'm really good here, and now you're in a world stage where you're a gold medal. Like, at what point does the transition come from wow to I belong here?
Yeah, I think just that me getting to college which was in like July up until January maybe when we had our first collegiate meet. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm competing, but I just came out here and I ran 201 in my first meet. That's kind of insane, but I think it's just personally, to be honest, like you kind of have to learn about yourself, grow in confidence with yourself, like know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it's going, and not being upset about how the results are and things like that. And so I think I kind of realized that the whole season, that's just being a collegiate athlete, my freshman year, just whatever happens, happens, we're gonna run. Coach Henry kind of did this thing where it's like, okay, our first meet, we don't know when COVID's gonna come again and things like that. So I kind of just took every meet like, I'm running my best because I don't know if this is going to be my end and things like that.
Right.
So just knowing what you're doing each round and things like that. And I feel like it kind of plays a role in how you end your season and things like that. Yeah.
Don't waste the day, isn't
Don't
that
waste
right?
the day.
Isn't that what we're
Don't let
supposed to
the day
say?
get
Don't
away.
waste the day. We're going to hear from your coach right now. I'm sure he has flattering things to say, Matt.
Coach Mallard, first of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
One thing that we've learned this week is that Athing is very confident. But something else that I learned when I was kind of reading about your relationship with her is that one thing that you've said separates her from the rest is her consistency and her focus, which I think is pretty impressive because she came to you as a 19-year-old and did all these amazing things. At what point did you realize this is something that sets her apart?
Every day in practice. I think if a lot of coaches and teachers out here have special athletes, and I can look at a thing, and I think anyone that's ever witnessed or watched her run, you have to be Stevie Wonder and not be able to see that she has super talent. But she comes to work every single day, and she's consistent at doing it, and she's having fun doing it. I always say this about Athing is that she's a great athlete, but she's more a better person than an athlete. That what really separates her from anyone. So.
Coach, I think you may have lied in saying that she always has fun because she did mention earlier today that she isn't a huge fan of the 5x5 minute reps.
That's her favorite one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She just taken lightly of talking about her favorite training session, but she comes to train every single day, even the hard training sessions.
One more before I let you go. I was watching an interview between Athing and Otto Bolden, and he was just talking to her about that 49.57. And she said that she didn't do any speed work all year, really, and still ran 49.57. When are you gonna, put the speed work in?
Well, I think our training at Texas A&M is speed work.
Okay.
We train 800, 400, 200, 100 hurdles, 400 hurdles, and we all try to do it fast.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's working.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It is. Coach, congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Coach's initials are MM.
Yeah.
And then for you, right now, we have MMM. Just listen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Manning Mims. I am a four-time Olympian gold and silver medalist. In 1968, at the Olympic Games in Mexico City, I became the first American woman to win a gold medal in the 800-meter race. After all these years of waiting to pass it on to the next Olympic gold medalist from the U.S., my heart is overwhelming, overflowing, and rejoicing with thankfulness as I congratulate this beautiful, true champion in accomplishing this monumental feat. I love you, Athing.
Oh my God, no,
and
you don't.
Celebrate your victory, knowing that the best is yet to come for you.
Okay, I gotta get off.
She's an amazing woman.
No way.
I used to work in Tulsa, and one day I was walking through the park, and she just went running by, and there she is, and I had no idea, and then I learned about her. She's phenomenal. Can you gather yourself for a few other questions?
I got you.
Are you? If not, I bet Tyra or Tara will come back up and talk. We got no problem with that, right? You can do that. All right, here we go. You like to sleep. What is the appropriate amount of sleep?
10 hours.
10. Whoa. And then do we nap, yes or no?
Oh yeah, 1,000% for about 3 hours.
Give me a kid's movie that scared you. You could pass.
Yeah, I'll pass.
We'll pass. Okay.
I haven't heard any scary movies.
On meet days, Coach Henry's sweater vest is?
The maroon A&M.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so you're the only one here that's not engaged, right?
Oh, yeah, sadly.
Okay, so we're going to do this. So this is a great party game. Kiss, marry, and kill, right? Kiss, marry, kill. So you got Dion, Jalen, and Grant.
I pass.
You're going to pass? All right.
I
Good.
pass.
Just thought I'd give it a shot. High heels, racing, spikes, or slippers?
High heels. What?
High heels. Good for you.
I know you.
Nice. K-pop, yes or no?
No.
No. Good. Okay, of this 4x4 relay team that you speak of, give me the funniest, the smartest, and the psycho.
Funniest, me.
Good.
Psycho, probably Sid. 4 bags for what?
Sure.
And what was the last one?
Smartest.
Smartest. Obviously, Addison.
Oh, okay. So you could name all of them if you want. One last time. I need this. Just smile. Athing Mu. Thank you. Thank you. And now, as we get ready to present the award finally for the winner, let's go to the 2018 Bowerman winner, who is with Matt.
Yes, Katura Orgy is back, ladies and gentlemen.
This is literally crazy. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Katura is the only 3-time female finalist at the Bowerman. She won on the third time's a charm. You came back to present the award 2 years ago. You're back again this year. Is it really just about you want to be with the trophy and you're picking it up and you're touching it and you're passing it along? That's why you want to be here.
For sure. It's for the trophy.
No, but in all seriousness, I've gotten to be around the Bowerman now for the second year. The community of past winners just seems really cool, and the way you guys interact with each other and with the finalists. What is it about this event and the community that you're part of that just keeps you guys coming back?
Yeah, I think it was mentioned earlier that this is an exclusive club, and so it's really cool to come back and see all the finalists and really just be inspired by what everyone is able to accomplish and the fact that people will come back and celebrate other people's accomplishments too.
Well, now you get to pass the trophy again.
Again.
I'll let you go to your spot.
Thank you.
And I will pass it to Elfrida Goff, who has the envelope.
Good evening. Just a few comments I'd like to share. This time a year ago, I was going through withdrawal, which I'm sure many of you were with the pandemic, and I pulled out all of the past DVDs that I had for the Bowerman. And it made me feel just so wonderful. But to be here tonight with all of you again, to see old friends, make new friends, see our former winners, look at our finalists, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know about the rest of you, but sports got me through the pandemic, even in the empty arenas. I looked at a lot of old tapes. I watched a lot of reruns on anything. In fact, I got so caught up, I was watching the Cornhole Championship. Learned a few things, but there's nothing like track and field. Nothing like track and field. As a former coach, I know the hard work, the sacrifices that you make for your student athletes. As an athlete who did not compete at the collegiate level, but at the club level, I know the sacrifices that our athletes make to be who they are today. But the biggest sacrifices, I believe, belong to the parents, because you bring them into this world, you have dreams for them, you support them in everything that they do, and when they get to an event like this and they're being honored, you are part of that ceremony, you are part of their well wishes, and they are here because of you. So I salute the parents, the coaches, and the athletes. Are we ready?
Yes.
The Bowerman 2021 Women's Winner, Athing Mu.
make sure the music starts playing really soon. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't want to. Okay. No, stop it. No, you literally can't breathe. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I've literally watched the last Bowerman in 2019 when Schumacker won on YouTube probably about 3 times. Because 1, just me watching it, and then 2, obviously me trying to figure out how I'm gonna be, what we're supposed to do, and things like that. But I don't know. I literally wouldn't have believed that this moment would happen so soon. I think my life kind of flashed before my eyes the past 2 years, I guess I could say, because 2 years ago I was in high school, and I've just done so much. But I'm just thankful for every experience, every meet I've ran, and every person that has come into my life the past 2 years, in high school or collegiately as well. I mean, God has definitely played a huge role in every single thing that has happened, and so I'm just so blessed for that to have happened to me, and for it to just have been gone so smooth for me as well. It doesn't happen this easily for a lot of other people, so I'm blessed, I think is the main thing. Thankful for, of course, my family, my friends, Dominic and Brandon, my besties. Making me happy when I feel like I'm not, as beautiful as I am. And, Coach Henry, so many opportunities you've gave to me. I really appreciate it. A lot of athletes didn't have the smooth transition as I have had, so I'm just blessed, and I really appreciate you. Miss Gal, you look amazing. I'm gonna give you credit too as well. Like I said, my family, and I don't know, this is literally insane. I haven't comprehended it yet, but I don't know. Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you for voting for me. Thank you for the support I've had this past year. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for really just all that you've done. This is great. This is amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, thank you.
I'm like adult. I just realized we had 2/3 of the Olympic podium in the 800 up here, didn't we? That's amazing. And by the way, that happens every year when we come here, right? That's how good everybody is. So before we move on to the men's, I just want to say you 3 got off light. Because man, I would have loved to hear the end of that question. Congratulations. Let's do the other side of this thing. And check out our men's finalists and give away that award as well. And we start with JuVaughn Harrison.
They call me Mr. Jumps. JuVaughn Harrison, longer, higher, flyer. The only man ever to win the NCAA long jump and high jump double has now done it an extraordinary 3 times. Swept the competition both indoors and outdoors during the 2021 season and did that double-double without much trouble. In addition to the trophies, this LSU Tiger owns the 4th best collegiate long jump of all time undercover, 27 8 3/4.
Gee, I believe that reaction would let us know something important, like maybe he just took the lead.
And Harrison matched the 2nd best high jump ever outdoors.
He's over with a huge distance. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sheesh.
When he put together a perfect performance at the SEC Championships, clearing 7 bars without a miss, culminating with a leap of 7 feet 8 3/4. Thank goodness for gravity, or JuVaughn Harrison would be in orbit and not here tonight as a Bowerman finalist.
That's really good stuff, right? When you look at that, you go, wow, I did all that? Or you processed all that?
It's a great accomplishment to see yourself on such a big stage.
Mm-hmm. As you look back, how do you see your season? You know, how do you view that with all those successes?
It's the best season of my collegiate career by far.
Mm-hmm. You were a solo act there. You went to the Olympics, and they had twin gold medalists. We couldn't corral both of them, but I think we have one of them if we listen in.
Hi everyone, here is Gianmarco Tamberi, and I want really to congratulate myself with JuVaughn Harrison and to wish you, my man, the best of luck for the Bowerman Award, and go for it, my man. You deserve it. See you next year in the field. Ciao.
How'd you feel about that? Like they said, can we each have a gold medal? Like you should have gone up and said, can I have one too, or what? No. What was your thought when you saw that?
I thought it was something surreal. It was something that hadn't been done in before, to my knowledge, and to see two people walk away with a high jump gold medal, it was great to be a part of it.
Yeah, it was certainly amazing. So you win the high jump, you win the long jump at nationals in 2019, and then it's this long wait to compete again. What was the long wait to compete again like?
Quarantine was different. You know, you can't really go anywhere. You know, you have to find your own way to train and stay in shape. It was a very different training year for me, but I think it gave my body much needed rest.
You like the high jump, why?
I like jumping high.
Okay, good. I fear I know the answer to the next question, but I'll ask why you like the long jump.
Go ahead.
Why you like the long jump?
I like jumping far.
Like jumping far, sure. It's a unique double. What's the sensation in both those when you are in the air like that? Can you describe what that's like?
My thought process is basically just don't mess it up. You know, you don't want to hit the bar, you don't want to land too early, or you don't want to lean back. So I'm thinking a lot as I'm flying through the air.
I'm sitting out here. What are the odds your mom cries tonight?
If I win, 100%.
100%? Tell us what she's meant to you, to your career, to your getting into this seat tonight.
Oh, you trying to make me cry now, huh?
I got to have somebody cry, yeah.
Man, my mom is my world. She's the reason I'm here today, and she's the reason I do what I do, along with that little short man sitting next to her.
That's your brother. What's his name? Kimani, you might have a letter of intent before you walk out of this place, by the way, just so you know, if you're not careful. So your mom's everything. What's that make Coach Lane?
Oh man, Coach Lane, he's on his own little time, man. Coach Lane, he's a great coach, and he's part of the reason why I'm here too. So I thank him for everything he's done for me.
There you go, Matt. You've got Coach.
JuVaughn, what do you think of his drip tonight?
I like it.
Okay, there you go. You're stepping up.
Need a mop.
Yeah. Oh! Coach has jokes. Coach, one of the things that I was reading is, obviously JuVaughn, great high jumper at the prep level. He thought, I'm going to go compete in the high jump at LSU, maybe win a national championship. He gets to campus, you say, actually, you're going to do the long jump also. Just to give you a little bit of a break mentally. Was it really just a mental break, or did you know, okay, this dude is the real deal? He can compete at a high level in both.
Actually, part of it was I got tired of watching him high jump at a meet, so I said, I'm going to do something else. But no, he had jumped well his freshman year in the high jump, and we did need a break from the high jump, and so we went and long jumped, and the first meet went really well without a lot of practice. So God gave him a gift, and he's using it very, very well.
That first meet did go well. It was like a 3-foot PR or something like that. How?
He jumped far.
Tell me about your relationship with JuVaughn. I mean, I haven't gotten to know you guys that well, but in the last 24 hours, it just seems like there's not only a mutual respect, but a love between you guys.
Yeah, I think there is a mutual respect. There's a lot of love. I mean, we use the word I love you. We can say that, can't we?
We can.
We do. But he's great. He's great with my kids. They think he's the greatest person in the world, and he does a great job with them. And I think that says a lot about an athlete when you see him interact with other people like that. So there's mutual respect and there's love there.
Well, congratulations to you both, and good luck as his career keeps going.
Thank you.
Tell me about the Olympic experience.
It was weird.
Why?
COVID. You know, not having fans, it just felt like a big practice with a bunch of pro athletes.
Mm-hmm. Not like the what do I want to say? The scope of the event wasn't.
I mean, yeah, but you know, when you're in a big stadium like that and there's nobody there, it's just weird. You know, you're used to getting a clap going to get the fans into it and stuff, but you can't really get a clap going. You know, you got a few people who might clap here and there, but it's nothing like you're used to.
Yeah, it certainly was unique, that's for sure. Quick questions. What's on your pre-meet playlist?
It's a lot. We got Uzi, Cardi, Pierre, Uno. There's a lot of different people on my pre-meet playlist.
Like we have the same playlist almost. What is Squirrel Burrell's first name?
Sean.
Good. Just want to make sure you know. Did you really make Mondo get his ear pierced?
Yes. Our deal was that he made a deal with me and my 2 teammates, well, 3 teammates.
Who was that? Who's the accomplices in this?
Ray Vaughn, Clark, and Chip.
Okay.
It was if he won indoor nationals, he had to get his ears pierced. And he won, so we took him to get his ears pierced.
And he didn't have to hold him down or anything? He just went?
Oh, he just went.
Good. Speaking of your teammates, so do you hold your high school long jump record?
Say again?
Do you hold your high school long jump record?
Yes, I do.
Do you know whose record you broke?
No.
Okay. Rayvon Gray owns his high school record. Do you know whose record he broke?
No.
Bob Beeman, just in case you were wondering. Yeah. Isn't that right, Coach Shaver? Is that right? Yes, sir. Keep on make sure. See, I got my facts straight. Isn't there a song like that? Get your facts straight. Does Coach Lane talk more about the Packers or the Brewers?
Packers.
Is it just incessant?
Whenever they play.
Okay, yeah, well, that's good. Why do you like the Seahawks?
I like Russell Wilson. I like his play style.
Good. Give me the track event that would be better if alcohol was involved.
The track event that would be best if alcohol was involved.
Right.
There you go, right there, hurdles.
Drunk hurdlers?
Oh.
Grant, what do you think? You go for that?
I'm all in.
You're all in? Yeah. Drunk pole vaulters, that might be something too.
Oh,
you never
dear
know.
Lord.
Any chance that I could learn the gritty?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you're so wrong about that, but that's okay. I'm going to let you go, man. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, JuVaughn Harrison, finalist. Our next finalist is Cole Hocker. Good stuff.
Go with the flow and finish with the fastest kick. Oregon's Cole Hocker blazed home to win the mile in meet record time at the NCAA Indoor Championships. Then an hour later, stored the final 200 meters again to edge teammate Cooper Tier in the 3,000. Just the third runner to complete the mile 3K double, Hocker's 20 points helped the Ducks to their 5th indoor natty. A leg on Oregon's collegiate record DMR squad, and the second fastest college mile of all time, just behind Tier, also highlighted his indoor season. Outdoors,
so far, so good.
Hocker delighted the crowd at New Hayward Field with another final lap charge and the 4th fastest 1,500 meter ever run in NCAA championship history to claim national title number 3. Adding his name to the great legacy of Oregon distance runners, it's Bowerman finalist Cole Hocker.
All right, so we're 5 people in. You got to know what shout-out's coming. You want it now or you want to wait?
Let's just do it.
Bring it. All right, here you go. David?
This is Galen Rupp, 2009 Bowerman Award winner. I just want to say congratulations to Cole Hocker for just an incredible year and on being a finalist for this year's Bowerman Award. Man, as a fellow Duck, it was so fun watching you run this year. We've got an unbelievable tradition of distance running at the University of Oregon, and you've only added to that legacy. So great job again. Can't wait to see what the future holds. It's definitely bright.
There you go. So if you look, right, he's the very first Bowerman winner with the Duck. Yeah. And then you see there's Ashton Eaton. And then if you go over here, we've got what, Laura Raisler, and we got Jen Prandini, we got Raven Rogers. There's a lot of pressure on you tonight. Did you realize that?
A little bit, yeah.
Extraordinary amount of pressure. So what does it mean to be a man of Oregon?
I mean, you kind of said it, like there's not pressure but history there, and I mean from day one it's like men of Oregon. That's how we're referred to, and that's how we run our workouts. I mean, we treat ourselves as elite athletes from day one, and it just creates an atmosphere. Yeah.
Staying in college at this point, if we don't want to move too far ahead, but 3 national titles. Do you have a favorite race from the year?
Favorite race is probably the indoor 3,000. So coming off the mile win, and that's what I was there for. I was so hyped off that, and then with the COVID season or COVID schedule, it was truncated, and it was an hour between the start of the mile and the start of the 3,000. And my teammate and buddy Cooper Tier was in that also, and I was kind of going into it. I was like, all right, like Cooper's gonna win this. Let's get an All-American. And then last lap, I was like, I'm feeling kind of good. And yeah, I don't know. The rest is history, and I don't know, that memory will stick with me forever, especially doing it with a teammate.
Yeah, you came home in like 25 and change. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Have you ever asked to run the Open 200?
I don't know. It's maybe the 4.
So, you just imagine the mileage you could cut down. If you just said, Coach, I think the 200 might be my race.
Yeah, seems better training-wise.
Much like a thing, how does a cat go from high school to the Olympic final in 2 years?
Yeah, that was, it feel like she said, it like her life flashed before her eyes. It just moved so fast. Like, I mean, my freshman year was that Albuquerque year indoors where everything got shut down while we were there. And then this past year, we're just, taking every race, taking advantage of it, and just one after another, not really thinking, just going with my teammates who I train with day in and day out, who are better than me and pushing me in every workout. And we weren't even thinking really, we had 3 or 4 Olympians on the men's side alone this year at Oregon, and training with Charlie Hunter as Olympian and Cooper Tier, my teammate, we're just always right there pushing. You're not thinking, and not really, it's not setting in that we're on kind of a historic team. And I think at the end of the year, everyone was able to look back on that and kind of be like, wow, that was a real honor to be a part of. And yeah, just each race was happening so fast after another, and we're just cutthroat all year.
Yeah. Charlie at indoor, after he won that race by whatever it was, that, right? He had the best quote when he said it was messy like Sunday dinner. Guy's been at my house. Your dad down here told me at lunch that you are a relentless goal setter. So just let's go through real quick. Like in high school, what was on the mirror?
Well, in high school it was 356, which is pretty ambitious. I didn't really get down to that in high school. I wasn't that close. And then following that, a goal that I'm extremely proud of setting is, at the beginning of that COVID year, I wrote down on a piece of paper, make the Tokyo Olympic team. And at the time, I was like, just do it. It's hard. It's like a daunting goal to get in my head. And I thought I might have been setting myself up for failure, and just, really proud of myself for believing and just pushing through and achieving that goal.
Set yourself up for 6th in the Olympic final. Not terrible. What's on the mirror right now?
Got to keep my cards close to my chest a little bit.
It's fine. We want you to internalize it. That's great.
It's better than 6th, though.
Okay. Wait, and you got a few years to work on it. It's not that,
No,
So
we got world champs coming up, though.
Right there in your own backyard, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I like to call that place there's Old Hayward Field. It's futuristic, but it's the house that Robert Johnson built. Let's be honest. It coaches over there right now. Good to see you're off the course. How'd you hit it?
Good.
Did you take money from Flo?
Absolutely.
There you go, Matt.
Coach, that's not what I heard. I heard you were fishing balls out of the water all weekend.
Yeah, there's lots of water here.
There is, yeah. I think one thing that a lot of folks around the country, both spectators and athletes, coaches, one thing we all got to see from Cole a lot this year was his kick. John mentioned it, that 25-second close in the final 200. When you were recruiting him, did you realize he actually had a little speed to him?
A little bit. You know, Cole and I joke a lot about his high school coach and his upbringing and his training, and it's a lot different than most high school distance runners. And I think that's what makes him special. And so Coach Thomas, who deals directly with Cole, we were in a staff meeting, and he said, this guy just has a nose for the finish line as a freshman, and that played out in his sophomore year.
Will we see him attempt a 400?
You know, we've been talking about that a lot.
All right.
You know, I talked to Coach Thomas in these same staff meetings about, hey, we need a guy on the 4x4, and he looks like he could be a great alternate for that.
I agree. As long as he keeps the hair down. We need an anchor with the flow going.
You know, Cole is one of those very quiet, very soft-spoken persons. His actions speak volumes just like his hair, and trust me.
One last one for you. I was reading an article, and Cole really talked about his training during COVID, being by himself, but you guys would always meet via Zoom or whatever and kind of check in. And he said during that COVID period is when he really started to notice himself as a different runner. What did you notice that was different about him when he got back to campus after COVID and you guys started competing again?
Just the maturity, you know, from a freshman to where he is at that second year. You know, he just seemed like a different person and just more confident in himself. You know, we're blessed to have him at the University of Oregon, blessed that his parents sent him there. That second year, he was just confident.
Well, he's still training at the University of Oregon, even though he's a pro now, so you're stuck with him.
We'll take it.
Okay. Coach Johnson, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
That seems like a bad problem to have. I'm stuck with Cole Hocker. All right, here we go. You ready? Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck?
Peyton Manning.
Nice. Best Kanye song?
Gosh. Off the Grid currently.
Off the Grid currently, okay. Should he and Kim Kardashian reconcile?
Do what?
Should he and Kim Kardashian, his wife, reconcile?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. You're behind that? Let's just say you got arrested. What would your friends and family think it was for?
That's a good question. I don't know, maybe stealing candy out of like those bins at like Whole Foods and stuff.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear the answer. Where's the best place to get a pizza in Eugene?
Tracktown.
Okay. You been to Pre's Rock?
Yeah.
What do you think of it when you go up there?
It's pretty crazy to think. I mean, it's sad when you're up there, but it's also just so historical. Like, it's kind of weird to think Pre was right there on that road and right there where we're training. Obviously a different stadium now, but same area, yeah.
Hayward Field, there's a mural as you go through the Ducks coaches. Why does Coach Johnson have a red and white cane?
You know, he also has a drone, and a lot of people are confused about both. From what I believe, I thought the cane was a college thing.
Yeah, I think he's a Kappa, right? Where are you, Coach? There you're Kappa, right? Is that it? Good. And you have a drone?
It's a drone flyer.
Just a hobby. He flies, okay. What NHL great scored his first 3 professional goals with the Indianapolis Racers?
NHL?
Well, it was in the WHA at the time, but who was it?
That's a once for.
Do you not know Indianapolis Racer? I mean, are you any kind of a fan at all?
Not hockey, no.
Hockey. Does your dad know? Wayne Gretzky, yeah. Did you know that? He started his pro career there. Tell me a joke before you go.
Joke?
Yeah, anything.
That's hard.
Dad joke, anything. What do you got?
I don't know.
Just drew a blank, huh?
What?
All right, no.
All right. I don't want to offend anyone, but.
I don't think we have. I think everybody has the highest admiration for you. Nope, I think they do.
All right, I'll pass that one.
You're going to pass it out? Very good. Always the smart choice. Cole Hocker, everybody. Next up, it's Turner Washington.
Beat Turner Washington? Even with a 16-pound steel ball in their hands, competitors had no shot. The Arizona State Sun Devil, unbeaten in all 14 of his 2021 competitions. Perfect indoors with a 3-foot PR and collegiate record throw at Texas Tech. A dominant 4-foot margin of victory for his first NCAA championship. Washington overpowering outdoors as well, winning both the shot put and the discus at Hayward Field, completing a trifecta of national titles achieved only twice before, most recently by fellow ASU Bowerman finalist Ryan Whiting in 2010. With 7 of the top 10 shot put marks, 8 of the top 10 in the disc, Washington was truly king of the rings. A big man with big throws and big results. Bowerman finalist, Turner Washington.
Would you just give me that's the fork, right?
Yeah, fork.
Yeah, I worked there in 3 years in Phoenix. I just never know how it works. What makes you good?
Goes far, work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm fast. That's the thing, I'm fast.
Fast is it?
I'm fast.
We mistake that sometimes, right? We think these guys are massive, but you got to be light on your feet, right? You got to have some agility and some just an adroitness about you to make it happen. It's not all strong and weight.
Now I see this race with Grant Holloway they're talking about. I'm thinking about maybe I need to get into that.
In the 200?
Yeah.
We're working on trying to set that up. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. You think anybody in your circle will let you do that?
Probably not.
Probably not. No. Give me the favorite meet you had this season.
Oh, winning the discus title for sure. You know, that's something that I've been wanting for 4+ years now, and then to finally get it, that was the cherry on top.
So your dad, obviously, clearly, right? We referenced him and his influence and what he's mean to you, but there's also comparisons. Give me the best part of those comparisons.
Probably just some people say we look the same when we throw. I don't really see it, but hey, people want to see what they want to see.
What are the benefits of having a dad that can literally know that event inside out? Like,
it's just someone to talk to, and then the genetics are there, so just knowing that I can turn to that, like if I'm not feeling it, I'm like, you know, I'm in Washington. So,
right? Is it ever burdensome?
Yeah, definitely. Like growing up, you know, people like to think that I came out of the womb throwing the disc, which isn't the case. You know, it took a lot of hard work, and then it's just trying to like live up to that, like the expectation. But you know, over the years, like I found out how to deal with it, and it's not that bad.
How did he help with? Because if I'm not mistaken, the first time he went to the Olympic trials, he finished 4th. And you go to the trials and you're not at 100% physically, and so you don't make a team that you thought probably you could have.
Yeah.
How did he help there in sort of processing that or?
Like he just helped put into perspective, you know, and then he told me Lars Riedel, he's one of the greatest discus throwers ever. He didn't make the finals at his first Olympics. So, and then it's just, that's what happens. Discus is a sport where it takes years to finally, like, to get to that top, and just the technique and all that, and any given day you can have a rough day, but yeah, you just put things into perspective and really helped me out.
So we talk about your dad's influence. I think, David, don't we have other family members here that we can hear from?
Well, I have my mother.
We're going to get to Mom in just a second. We have this.
Hey Turner, this is your dad. I'm super proud of you for being selected as a finalist for the Bowerman Award. You had an incredible season. 2 shot put championships, a discus championship. It's just a fantastic accomplishment. It still boggles my mind that you were able to accomplish so much in the past year. Just thinking back to when I was competing, just the thought of having to compete against someone like you would have been really worrisome for me, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And yeah, I think if there's anyone who should win this award, you got my vote, and I think it should be you.
Yeah. So we showed you that because we all know that really moms are the difference makers, though, right?
Yeah, the mom,
right?
Mom makes all that. You know, I wouldn't be here without my mother. Coming home, the home-cooked meals, the enchiladas, whenever I get a little too thin, the food's there.
Sure.
The food's there.
When was the last time we were in danger of that, just out of curiosity?
Recently, now, and that's like the chicken shakes. If y'all can't gain weight, you got to get on the chicken shakes. Dee Hernandez, former strength coach, she taught me that. You just put 2 pounds in, blend it up, drink it.
A chicken shake.
Chicken
what?
shakes.
I got stories.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to ask you about that.
honestly, I don't see that as a big menu seller.
Well, you can add barbecue sauce, hot wing sauce. You got all the flavors.
Okay, hang on just a quick. Why can't you just eat the piece of chicken?
Because it takes too long. I don't have time for all that. Takes too long.
Okay. When you're not throwing stuff, what are you doing?
I like painting. I've recently picked up that, it's just something different where I'm not thinking about throwing, because I have that problem where I'm always, I think too much. He'll say the same thing, but yeah, painting is just a distraction, and like it's like throwing. It's an art form of itself. Throwing is an art form of itself, so being able to transfer that art to something else, I really enjoy.
What are we painting? Still lifes, haystacks, Bob Ross, happy little accidents? What do you got?
The guy who I really like is Jean-Michel, so I kind of try to like play along with that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Excellent. I can't wait. We can have you originals. That'll be, secondary market. Make your own NFTs if you want.
Exactly.
All right. Let's hear what Coach Blue has to say about you and your performances.
All right. So, Coach, let me just get this straight. We got a national champion thrower, a hunter, a painter, and a dude who drinks chicken shakes. You got a Renaissance man over here.
He's definitely a man of many layers.
Yeah.
Which makes it super fun because he's hilarious. He's not afraid to make fun of himself, and with practice, people don't know he's a big country guy, like country. He was kind of bummed that, can't think of his name. He wants to wear the cowboy hat. He was the original cowboy hat.
Krauser.
Ryan Krauser wore his cowboy hat. It's like, damn, I can't do that anymore.
I can't do it.
Because I want to be like Krauser, but. No, he's, academic, field athlete of the year. He's currently a sports law student in grad school. He's got a bit of everything. And, practices are kind of funny because the first year, it's like, we just listen to old school country. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then he goes, I go, how can you not listen to it now? And he's like, well, I know all the songs and I'm kind of sick of them. So, and then there's days that's like Men at Work. I'm like, Men at Work? And I'm like, all the older people out here, it's like Men at Work. But I know it gets serious when Jimi Hendrix comes on. When Jimi Hendrix comes on, we know it's time to throw. So, but yeah, no, he's an incredible human being.
So when he mentioned that he drinks chicken shakes, you looked at me and said, "Oh, I've got stories."
Oh yeah, no, it's a real thing. He has trouble putting on weight, and we talked about today. We're about 10 pounds lighter than we probably want to be right now, but. He's going home for Christmas break. Grandma, Mom will be taking care of him. But is it still on Instagram?
It's still on Instagram.
So, if he has a phone, go to his Instagram page and watch the chicken shake video. And it's for real. I mean, it is for real. So, it is hilarious, but it's definitely a good view, and maybe give him some clicks there. But he'll do anything. The one thing about him is he is so serious about his sport, and what he does, his attention to detail, almost too much, like he said. But he's old school, old soul, and having grew up with his father and been on national teams with his father. Times I've said this to him, I was like, man, you're not adopted. His mannerisms, everything is like his father. And no, it's just kind of weird. We're talking tonight, just like, what we thought, we're rooming together in London, and it's like, I would have thought I'd be coaching your son right now. It's kind of crazy. So, but no, it's been fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
And he's breaking records and winning championships.
He is. This year's going to be a lot tougher. We're going to have some healthy Texas people back this year. I know he's going to be an incredible meet, indoors and outdoors, and there's an incredible competition this year, so we're definitely looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Turner and John, back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know he doesn't throw the disc very much, because that Krauser guy's kind of a menace.
Oh, Krauser.
Right, you ready for him?
What was that?
You ready for him?
Not quite.
Not yet?
Just
okay, good.
Krauser, oof, yeah.
How about, how well do you know the Texas throw? How do you know Tripp? Because did you see the hat he put on? He gave her the idea for the hat.
Oh, you gave her the hat?
Yeah, that's her.
He gave you the idea?
The idea, that's for the hat. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm just looking at the picture there. How many tattoos do we have?
10?
10? Okay. You said the shamrock is because you're Irish.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3. I messed up and got 4.
That's good luck, though. That's all right. Then over there on your left shoulder, that's you and your brother and a deer or something that you
that's
down?
my first deer, the little one.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. How many deer have you taken down?
Probably like 8.
Yeah, that's too many to put on a tattoo. That'd be good. And the last one, since Blue talked about you being old school country, who's the lady in the hat?
Oh, that's Jolene.
Jolene.
That's Jolene.
From a Dolly Parton song.
From a Dolly Parton song, yeah. I got the idea, you know, she's always with me, you know.
All right, she's with you. I'm always fascinated, always fascinated. When was the last time somebody tried to mess with you?
Downtown Austin one time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6th Street?
6th Street.
Place trouble. Stay away. Give me the last movie that made you cry.
Oh, Star is Born.
Okay.
That movie. Whew.
Paul Rudd was named People's Sexiest Man Alive. Do you feel like you got ripped off?
I'm trying to get
so.
on ESPN Body Issue. That's my
Do
goal.
you?
That's my goal. Yeah. That's my goal.
That's, I don't know if you've seen it, it's all nude, tastefully done. How much time did you spend on your phone today?
Not that much.
Good.
Not that much.
You're in Phoenix. CP3 or Devin Booker? Don't care?
Yeah, Devin Booker. Sure.
Okay, sure. I could eat 2 dozen of what? And if you say chicken steaks, I'm walking out of this place.
Oh, chicken wings.
Chicken wings, okay.
Chicken wings.
Dog, cats, snakes.
Oh, I want a hairless cat.
A what?
A hairless cat. You know, like it just like creep up and scare people.
Name 3 types of cactus.
Oh, we got saguaro.
Yeah.
I was a conservation undergrad, so
All right.
got saguaro, prickly pear, you got yucca,
Yep.
you got barrel cactuses. You got jumping cholla.
Love the jumping cholla.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
All right, I believe you. Last one. Give me 1 piece of clothing that you will wear until it is threadbare.
Oh, I always have a favorite T-shirt at a time.
Okay.
And
What's currently in the rotation?
oh, my ZZ Top shirt. That's my go-to right now.
Good. More Texans.
Yeah, I
You're
guess.
Texans. Who won the most recent Bowerman on the men's side?
Well, Grant Holloway, the man I'm about to beat in the race.
From Turner, Washington, Matt, you and Grant take it away.
Wow. We've got some competition in the room. Grant, welcome back to the Bowerman stage.
Thank you.
Are you happy to be here?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right,
Absolutely.
all right, all right.
This is where I want it. I'm happy to be back right down the street. It's a blessing to be here.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
Got main man John in the building. You know, everybody's back in town.
Tell me, because last time I saw you, you were wearing a tuxedo. Tell me a little bit about your outfit tonight.
So everybody knows that COVID was a thing.
Yep.
I wasn't able to go to opening ceremony, so I had opening ceremony tonight. So I have the whole fit on. Feels good. Feels good.
When you were sitting down there like these 3 guys are right now, what was going through your mind?
Oh, I was at home and I was like, dang, I don't want to lose at home. I feel like that would be bad. But definitely, you know, all the hard work and dedication, you know, it goes into the play. Really, for me, I saw it as a win. For those who doesn't know my background, I wanted to play football. You know, at the time, Tim Tebow was really, really big. And as I was growing up, I was like, I'm going to win the Heisman. I'm going to win the Heisman. I'm going to win the Heisman. And then, you know, of course, it wasn't the exact Heisman I was thinking of, but to be a finalist for the Bowerman, you know, that kind of made my dream come true. So at the end of the day, I saw it as a positive rather than a negative, and I got blessed with the Bowerman.
The Heisman of college track and field.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Grant Holloway, everybody. Thank you. I will take this. You can go stand right over there. And now I will send it over to Herman Frazier, who has the envelope.
Thank you, Matt. First of all, let me say, how about a round of applause for Matt for joining us this year? I also want to congratulate Ms. Mo, but she's not in her chair right there. I'm assuming she's probably doing some interviews with the media. So how about a congratulations to her? It is also interesting because the last time we did meet in this building, we did not have our wonderful friend in 2019, and we're so grateful and so glad that he's back. John Anderson, our guy. You know, I get to close the program, but I also have to thank a lot of people behind the scenes. And the first tip of my hat goes to Sam Seams, to him and his staff for all the things that they've done. Sam actually came to Alfreda and myself way back in 2008, 2009, and he had an idea about this program. And I think what you see before you tonight was his creation, his development, and it continues to grow. So thank you. Let me also put in a plug to Leroy Burrell, who is this year's president of the Coaches Association. Hopefully you and your executive committee will continue to support this wonderful event. So we really, really thank you for what you've done as well. And so now I get the honor to open the envelope and announce that the Bowerman 2021 men's winner, JuVaughn Harrison.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. To start off, I would like to thank everybody for this award. I would like to thank the Bowerman Committee for presenting it to me. I would like to thank the Coaches Association for all that you've done for this. I would like to congratulate the other finalists on a great season. You guys did a great job. I want to start off by thanking my teammates this year. It was a great year winning an NCAA title with you guys. It meant a lot being my last season. I would like to thank my teammates, Rayvon, Clark, and Chip. They took a freshman who came in really just weird and helped him grow up and help him become the man that you guys see today. I would like to thank our media team, Aaron, Sheldon. You guys made my media, and you guys helped me look a lot better on social media than I could have myself. I would like to thank our athletic department for everything that they've done. They've done a fantastic job with us. Would love to thank Coach Shaver, Coach Todd. I need you guys to stand up because you guys are a big part of what happened and how I did everything today. I'm gonna need Coach Benny to stand up as well because Coach Benny made sure that I never gave up on what I was doing. He made sure I was never settling for anything less than greatness. I would like to thank Dr. John and Tori. Those were the athletic trainers that kept my body together throughout this whole season. Even when I was breaking down at meets, helping me, whether it was in between jumps or just in between competitions, they did a lot for me. And I would like to thank, lastly, but very much not least, my mom and my little brother. Y'all two are, oh, there she go crying. I told you, I told you. Y'all are my world, and I do everything I do on the track for you guys, and I love you. Thank you.
that. So now I guess that we've concluded. I would just say this. The JuVaughn Harrison banner over there and the Athing Mu, get used to them because those are going to hang with the rest of them now till the end. So congratulations to both Athing and to JuVaughn, to the rest of our finalists. I guess that's a gig 'em, right? And a Go Tigers. Good for you. Best of luck to everyone here that has athletes that will be competing starting indoor and outdoor. Knock wood that we have that season. Again, to all our finalists, the past winners, the fact that you guys come back every year makes this special. And are you going to come back next year? Get out of here. I can't believe this guy. The man's a menace. Everybody is invited to the Bowerman banquet over there at the Coquina Ballroom, and you have 20 fewer minutes less to eat because I went long and talked to these kids too much, but they're awesome, fantastic. Everybody else gets to go. If you're a finalist and their families, you have to stay, your coaches. We got a lot of pictures. You're going to want this in the yearbook and all that other stuff. So remember to be loose as goose, twice as a shifty. Thanks so much. Enjoy. Appreciate it. Thank you.